All right, everybody. Here we are. We're right after our previous match, and I wanted to show you something. We'll see how many questions I get at this press conference. I want to show you the way that I handle press conferences, right? There's a secret to it, and it's taken me a while to realize that this actually still works. This has worked on every version of FM going back to like at least FM like 18 or 17, if not earlier. So you go to this press conference, right? Okay, we have the first question here from Guo Shihao, whatever. How impressed are you with winning without allowing Taiwan Li Gong to have a single shot on target? You got 5 different choices here, right? Our performance was complete. We played well in all phases of this game and fully deserved the win. If you can prevent the opposition from getting shots on goal, half the battle has already been won. It's that simple. It's never quite that simple in football, is it? We did some things well and some things not so well. The same can be said for our opponents. We can say it was a good performance, but not a great one. We can certainly find ways in which to improve, which is ridiculous because they didn't have a single shot on target. They had 3 shots all match, and they weren't even on target. I'm not going to say something negative. And he says, or we can say here, I'm actually not too pleased. Taiwan Li Gong weren't at the races, but we didn't take full advantage of that, and we played some sloppy stuff. I'm not going to say that we won 4-0. I mean, what a ridiculous thing to say. So what is the secret here? How do you handle this? Well, you can sit here and you can read it and try to get like real deep into this and choose what answer best matches what you want, or you can just choose the second from the left, which is always right. You can also write in additional comments if you want to write in like curse words or do something that you think is really funny. That will increase. I can't remember which attribute it is that you have. I think it increases your controversy if you swear in additional comments. I think you can also delete like the swear word file in the game files. Anyway, if you want it to just accept the cursing that you do or whatever, we're gonna do second from the left here, and everybody's happy about that. Yen Quinn's goal was a bit special, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was a fabulous strike and worth the entry fee alone for many supporters, I'm sure. He got it in his locker, and I've been waiting for something like that. I don't want to comment on individuals. We're not going to do that. It's being a jerk. It was a good goal, but an even better performance, in my opinion. How was that negative? I tend to focus more on overall performance levels than 1 or 2 moments of play by any one individual. I mean, that would be mean to him. This is actually positive. This is being a jerk. Again, we're going to do second from the left. A nice debut from Yanquin today as he found the score sheet. You must be happy. I'm very pleased, but also very happy for him, and it's a great way for him to introduce himself. It was good to see him find the back of the net, and I'm eager to see what he can bring to the team. I mean, what's the difference between these two? They're both the same. I don't wish to single out any aspect of his performance as, again, being a jerk. I was pleased with his performance, but we shouldn't get too excited. It's still very early in his time here, and we need to be patient. It's a center back scoring a goal in his debut. I mean, this is crazy. The most important thing is for him to build on this debut performance and continue improving. No, we're going to do this. And look, everyone's happy still. You have an update on Luciano Parra's injury. Yeah, Parra just got injured. Doesn't look as bad as we first feared, thankfully, so hopefully he won't be out for very long. He'll be out for like 6 weeks. It can't be confirmed yet, but it's looking better than first feared. I mean, it can be confirmed, but whatever. I would rather not disclose any injury problems right now. Again, be a jerk. It doesn't look good. We'll have to wait and see how long it is, or it's serious and could keep him out for a long time. Again, second from the left. Right. I mean, as you can see here, your options are not all that great. Here you have your questions remaining thing. It's pretty funny. It doesn't give you a count. It's like a meter. So your question meter is just about up, journalists. I'm sure that real life football managers would love that one. Are you confident that Luciano Parra's injury won't derail your campaign? Well, yeah, I am, because we have this guy named Orvaglia who almost has as many goals. Luciano is a top-class player, and any team would miss someone of that quality, but we have a strong group, and we're confident of doing well in his absence. That's a pretty good answer, actually. Obviously, it is a big loss, but we'll do our best to get by without Luciano. Yeah, that's probably the best. I would rather not talk about this. It feels like you're, some kid who's like, I don't want to talk about what happened at school today. I'm going to my room. And Luciano is not the sort of player who's easily replaced, and we'll have our work cut out to get by when he's out. That's like me telling the rest of the team you're not good enough. Then losing Luciano is a bitter blow to our chances. Well, this is ridiculous. We have one more win and we're through. So we're going to say second from the left. Shi Jiayang has become Yanbian's youngest ever goal scorer. How high are your long-term hopes for the player? I think he has a great future ahead of him, and he's only just beginning to show what he can do. That's a great answer. Jiayang is an exceptionally gifted young man, and I am thoroughly pleased for him after today's game. That's also very good. I like to avoid putting the spotlight on a young footballer right now. No, we can put the spotlight on him. It's okay. I mean, we just had him out there. It might sound boring or predictable, but I'm keen for the lad to remain level-headed and not start getting ahead of himself. He's a good player and can go for it guided sensibly. All right. He's got a good long way to go yet, just like any budding footballer. Hopefully he fulfills his potential and is able to do so here. I mean, this looks so similar to these other ones. I mean, I don't know. Second from the left. And that does it. And you can see here, because I do the second from the left every single time, everybody likes me. Everybody's encouraged. There are people who have they're like in awe of me and all this other stuff. And you can see that, look, great respect, great respect, great respect. That's the secret to doing these press conferences, right? Don't leave it up to your assistant. I mean, you can do it if you really, trust them that much or whatever, but you can answer these questions yourself. Just choose the second from the left, right? Even if you're not reading the questions, and I usually don't read them, just click on it and then you're done. And then the press hold you in great respect. If you're doing a journeyman save, then you're not going to get that stupid question about why you're not good with the press and stuff like that. I mean, just choose a second from the left, man. It takes like 5 seconds, right? It's actually easier to do that than it is to go back into your staff settings and have somebody else do press conferences. That's all you have to do. Second from the left works every time. You might think, oh, well, it's working here because I'm winning. No, if I were losing, second from the left would still work, right? It does the same thing. I don't know why Miles programmed the game like this and why the rest of SI did it this way, but that's how they did it. The secret to press conferences is second from the left, and you'll always be fine. Now, there are always some questions that drive you nuts, like, which team's going to be relegated, or what do you think about this random player or whatever. If you can't choose a second from the left, then you try to choose whatever makes the most sense, or you just say no comment. So there you have it. Hopefully you learned something here. That is the secret to doing press conferences right. Press conferences in this game really need to be overhauled. I mean, it is so for a game that is a RPG, we need to have better NPC interactions, right? That's the one part the Football Manager really lacks, because, I mean, that is just so cardboard. It's so cut out, and like I was showing you, a lot of the negative reactions are not different from the positive ones. So what gives, SI? Anyway, there you go. That's the way you do press conferences, and now you know the secret. Talk to you later. Bye.